One of the biggest regrets I have in life is not having children. I spent a lot of my life saying that I didn't think I really wanted kids, but turns out I did.
Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here back with another one for you. So as I say it all the time, these 304s are out there trying to be strong and independent.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
And that means that they waste their prime years to actually get married and have kids, right? They go to college and major in underwater lesbian geology, right? While letting Shad and Tyrone shoot up the club, right? And then they get some useless job that they call a career. Guys, let's be honest. Most women don't have careers. They have jobs, right? And then they're like, oh yeah, this is great. This is awesome. Even though I'm drowning in debt, student loans, and all this foolishness, right? This is what life is about. Then they hit about 35, 36, and those baby rabies really start kicking in, right? Then they go to start trying to have kids once they're in geriatric pregnancy and realize game over, right? Game over. They missed their window and now they're cooked. Guys, there are companies making billions of dollars off of these chicks and their IVF treatments and all this foolishness. Big pharma who makes the hormones, these doctors who run these clinics. They're making billions of dollars off these thunderheaded broads who don't realize that your 20s is the best time to have kids. Only in the West do women put off having kids until their 30s or 40s. The rest of the world, Southeast Asia, Africa, Eastern Europe, right, doesn't do this. South America doesn't do this. It's only been in the last 40 years that these Western chicks think that they know better than people have known for the last 2,000 years. So guys, we're going to go to the dumpster fire known as TikTok and look at some of these middle-aged bras whining about not being able to have kids. So let's get into this, guys. Look at this. Just look at this dunderhead right here, right? Guys, I always tell you that redheads are either gorgeous or they're gargoyles. You guys know which one this one is. And guys, let me just translate so you guys can understand what she's gonna say.
We now can ban Vapodo.
Here we go.
One of the biggest regrets I have in life is not having children. I spent a lot of my life saying that I didn't think I really wanted kids, but turns out I did.
Look at that.
And I think I would have been a good mum, to be honest. Having said that, I am turning 40 this year, and in order for me to move forward and focus on enjoying life after I turn 40, I have to accept it, and that's something I am working on. It's one of those things that is so huge to have not done in your life, and yet you can't change it. So I have to accept it, and I have to find ways to just enjoy life and not spend too much time focusing on the fact that that is not part of my life.
She has a cat.
Now, of course, I could just get as many cats as possible, and that is something I will work on, because that is something I can control. But what I am going to do is just focus on what my life is and enjoying it as much as I can with as fewer regrets as possible.
First of all, guys, that's a rough 40 years old, man. Yikes. Man, oh man. Well, guys, English chicks age like goat milk. You know what I'm saying? Man, oh man. I'm turning 40 and I've got cats. And look at the size of this broad.
That's a huge bitch.
Look at that, man. What a mess. Wow. Now I see why a lot of English dudes go to Thailand and like Eastern Europe to get chicks, because this is what they have to pick from. Just how pathetic is this? She made her own bed and now she has to sleep in it. And guys, she had to turn the comments off. Cooked, cooked, cooked. Clown world.
I'm a 39-year-old OBGYN, and somebody asked me why I waited so long to try to get pregnant.
Look at that.
I was dreading that question because it's embarrassing to be crying because I'm an OBGYN and I should know that fertility declines as you age. I never ask my patients this question because people have so many personal reasons for not choosing to try to get pregnant earlier. It's not relevant for me to ask. I could say that it was about training or I didn't have the right partner, and all of those things were true, but really what it boils down to is not being able to admit to myself that I really wanted a kid because I didn't want to go through the agony of wanting something that I thought I may never have. So I didn't make choices in my life to fulfill that suppressed need. Unconsciously just secretly hoping it would happen without truly admitting it. Recently, I had to confront that in myself and ask for what I wanted and needed. I really want a kid. And it's okay to want something that you don't know for sure that you're gonna get. And that's honestly the only reason I posted that video yesterday. I just really wanted to be open with myself more than anything.
So she's an OBGYN and she still was on this, I can get pregnant anytime. Do I really want a kid? Feminist foolishness! And guys, these glasses, they say it all, right? Guys, this feminist foolishness, brainwashing, it overrides science, logic, and reason. There's no reason why this chick should have been so lackadaisical about having kids when she knows the science, the hard data. Guys, these women are cooked. They're cooked, and now she's feeding into this IVF machine. Because IVF really doesn't work. If you look at the odds, come on, you knuckle-headed broad.
You stupid woman!
And she's supposed to be an educated chick. Look at that. This person here says, I'm 35. In San Francisco, her OBGYN said that she's the youngest patient they have. Most patients are between 38 and 45. And guys, these people are still trying to say that she didn't do the wrong thing. And this is why us men will always win. Because older guys that have made mistakes will tell you, don't do what we did. But these chicks are basically telling her that she's in the right. 39 isn't too old to have a kid, please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Look at that. Your timeline is your timeline. It's okay to grieve. Look at that. Absolutely insane. Medicine isn't fair to women providers. What are you talking about? Someone says life isn't fair to women who pick career over motherhood. Facts. Absolute facts. Someone says they shouldn't have to choose. Same way that we men do. We women need these professions. What are you talking about? What a joke. Look at that. Man, look at this. I waited because I wasn't sure that I wanted kids. I decided against kids at 40. And then she had a miscarriage. Then changed her mind and had 2 kids via IVF. There's like $70,000, $80,000 right here, guys. Look at that. Absolutely insane. These chicks are cooked. Guys, never, ever, ever marry one of these older chicks. Because they will want to have kids. And they will want you to fit the bill for it. Just keep fighting for it. Guys, they act like this whole thing is like it just fell on them from the sky. What a joke. Clown world.
Oh God, something just proper got me then. I was answering some questions that people had sent to me. And one of them was around how do you manage like the grief of not having what you thought you were going to have. And God, I don't know, like writing the answer went a bit deep and I'm just like, gosh, how do I deal with it? A lot of mindset, a lot of trust, a lot of like believing that I'm exactly where I'm meant to be, because had I had all the, if I had children and a husband, those responsibilities, I wouldn't have been able to just go travelling, and moving away would have been a much harder decision because I wouldn't just be making that for myself, and it would be obviously have to be a team effort. But when I was like being was being very vulnerable and just sort of saying that I do have to have moments of sadness when I sit and think about it, because when I was away, you're in the majority, but when you're back home, it's just a constant reminder of everything that I don't have. And yeah, like those moments of I'm going to be growing old and not having my own family, it's really quite sad at times.
Cooked.
And it just kind of got to me as I was answering that question, because I was just like, yeah, that sadness, just that wave just came over me of I'll never get to experience what it's like to have your own child. And I know people say that you might be able to have them, you know, he's not too old. I think I might be. Story for another day. But it's that, yeah, and I think it is just sometimes when you're in that environment where you're surrounded by it all that you think, oh God, yeah, I really have missed out. And then I snap back into it and I'm like, actually, no, I am exactly where I'm meant to be. We're not all meant to follow the same path. I can still get married. Doesn't mean just because I'm not married now, doesn't mean I'm not gonna be married.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
But it's just, you do get those waves, and 9 times out of 10 I'm absolutely great, I'm fine, but just that one moment where it just really did get me there, and I'm like, no, an awful lot of trust. But yeah, let me know in the comments, does anyone else get do you ever have those moments where you think, oh, I know we've talked about it before, but where it just kind of all comes over you, and how do you switch out of it? Let me know.
Look at that, guys. So guys, her actual real feelings, emotion, the baby rabies are kicking in. But guys, that brainwashing, actually, I'm right where I need to be. I've got to travel and go around. Please. Guys, do you see her internal struggle? And guys, leave it to these 304s to ruin an English accent. Guys, we grew up watching Bond films, so there was the sexy Bond girls with the Mr. Bond. You know what I mean? Femme fatale, sultry accent. And these 304s just ruined it. You know what I'm saying? What a joke. Guys, she's cooked. She's 40. Guys, look at this chick. She's 40. She looks like she's in her late 50s. English chicks age like goat milk, dude, straight up. Guys, she knows for a fact that she's on some bullshit, right? She knows for a fact that she should have been married 15 years ago. Look at that. And of course, all these chicks are trying to have her double down. And guys, let's look at this life that she chose over a husband. Guys, she looks like Cruella DeVille. Cruella DeVille, Cruella DeVille. Oh no, guys, look at this. Look at this, guys. Guys, and this seems to be a huge part of her platform. Being single at 40, please. This is the life that she chose, right? You're drinking her feelings, getting laid off, Guys, this is what they wanted, guys. Do not deal with this. This is not our fight. But alright, guys, if you made it to the end of the video, please like, subscribe, drop a comment. Guys, I have a second channel called 51304s that is linked in the description. Please go and check that out. Guys, join my Discord. Check out the playlist at the end. Hit the join button for membership. And yeah, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good one.